So guys, here we are at SkillsUSA. Guess what? I ended up probably most of my time right here in the plumbing, but you've got to check this out. This is crazy.
Now guys, I did this video for you because so many of you asked me if I was getting into the trades, how would I do it today? Guys, this is a great way to do it. Reach out to this organization, SkillsUSA, find out who they have in your area, what kind of organization is in your area, who can you go meet to help you get into the trades. Now, the first thing I want you to understand is SkillsUSA is a student-led organization. They actually have a president, vice president. They've got a staff of students that help make sure everything is done right and done as what is best for the students. And guys, this isn't just trades. Over 140 different occupational skills that goes from everything from website design, drone flying, to yes, plumbing, electrical, HVAC, carpentry, and a cool one, welding. So anyway, let's jump back in and check this out. Now, like I said, I spent most of my time right there in the plumbing section, and I want you to see these tables. They reuse these tables over and over again every year. So you've got the base, you've got the legs, you've got the wall sections that all bolt together. And it's really neat because after they do this competition, well, I hung around for the end and got to see them break it all down. They take everything apart so they can reuse almost everything there. Don't get me wrong, they don't reuse the pipe. It's all been cut to certain lengths and things like that. But they use the fittings, they use the bands, they use the tables. They have it built so they can take this thing apart, store it, and put it up. Now it is ready for next year. All they got to do is pull it out, set it up again, and they're good to go. Now, a cool thing that I didn't know, SkillsUSA is over 400,000 students and teachers. This is middle school, high school, and college level students that are wanting to get into the trades, and they're doing it a very unique way. If you look at these headers that they built, they've got cast iron below it. They come up, they transition to PVC. They installed a toilet. So you've got the flange there, a wall carrier. You've got a lavatory there. You've got water supply lines, copper, PEX. You've got everything. This was such a great way to show how somebody can top out, do a wall rough on a plumbing system in a controlled environment. You've got your tools, you've got your pipe cutters, you've got the fittings, you've got everything you need there. And it's really neat too, because these students are taught and this contest is judged by some of the best industry professionals across the nation. Now, I met some phenomenal people, got to hear them talk, got to hear them instruct and help and answer questions for students. This was a neat, positive reinforcement of everything that people are doing. And man, it wasn't just plumbing. Getting to go see the masons work was neat. Now, they had these little projects where basically you built a little section of a house, you plumbed it, you put electrical in, you put a panel in, you put lights in, you built a roof on it, you shingled it, you had a brick section out front on like a corner section of the house. There were so many things going on, and this was so fun to watch. Most of you know, I did not go through the union training program. I became an instructor later, but I've got to tell you, I love the competitions that they did. This was like this. I've seen these competitions through the United Association. I've seen them through PHCC. This one was SkillsUSA. This was probably the biggest nationwide competition I've ever seen. As you can see right here, he's installing brick on that area right in front of that team trainer that I was talking about. Now, one of my favorite things too was watching the welders, not just watching them, but seeing the welding competition. You get to see the welders work, which is really cool. They've got tables set up for them to work on. They've got jigs, they've got all kinds of cool stuff, things for them to do. But to get to walk through later and see the competition, how they judge their cuts, how they judge the welds, the quality of the welding, the quality of the cutting, the workmanship that goes into this is phenomenal. And I like that. SkillsUSA, champions at work. They're not just teaching these students how to be tradesmen. They teach them personal skills. They teach them workplace skills, and they teach them technical skills. Personal, workplace, and technical. When you combine all that together and you learn how to do things the right way, how to do things the right way each and every time, One of the neat things that I learned from these students is they don't just teach us what this does for us, it teaches us how we help others with it. That is a phenomenal message. On the sheet metal, they had a cool competition. They transitioned from a rectangular duct to a round duct, and you got to watch these students do this. They have all these competition areas set up and roped off where the students are in here working. Most of the parents and observers can go around the outside and look from there. Me, I'm lucky. I had a press pass, had a VIP pass. I got to go in and get to see everything going on. So what the plumbing did, they roughed in hot and cold water lines with copper tubing, sanitary drainage, waste and vent with cast iron and PVC, and then set fixtures. It was so neat to get to see all these different things going on by all these different students. Some of these students, you could tell, they're in a national competition, but they still need some work. But guys, to see what they were doing, to watch them do what they do and watch them improve, to watch them look at something they installed and step back and say, wait a minute, and go in and fix it. This was just such a really neat deal to be a part of, to get to see, to get to observe. Now, they had like 6 different teams of judges that judged different things, and each team was a 2-person team. So they'd come up, they'd look at something, and they had certain things they were looking for. Is it a measurement? Is it fall? Is it the way the fixture's mounted? Is it the way the pipes ran? No matter what it is, they would go through and look at it and then talk to the students and explain to them why they were judged the way they were judged. To see this one-on-one communication, this was not just, hey, you passed, you failed. It's, hey, this here you did really, really good. See this part right here? Here's what we were looking for, and here's how you fix that. Here's what you should have done. So this was such a positive reinforcement type situation, and these students were learning. They were so excited to be there. To be able to be there, be part of it, get to see it, walk through it, and see what all's going on. It was so much fun. Now, I will tell you this right now. If you're in here and you've ever been part of SkillsUSA, maybe even if you've been part of the PHCC competitions or the United Association competitions, do me a favor and leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought was the cool part about the competitions. I loved this. I'm literally watching this going, and I thought, man, I wish there would have been something like this when I was coming up in the trades, because this is something I would have thoroughly enjoyed. And I'll tell you this right now, if you're out there and you are thinking at all about getting into the trades, I would look for something like this. I would look for something where I can get in and learn, but then I can go compare my skills to the skills of others around the country. And I say around the country, this group, well, the winners are looking at going on and doing the world competition for SkillsUSA. Guys, go check out SkillsUSA. Let me know what you think. I think this is a phenomenal organization and something that, look, I want to be more a part of in the future. If you love this video, check this one out. You're going to love it too.